All right, so it happened. Bitcoin broke through 7,000. Whatever. $10,000 next or $4,000 next. Which one is it going to be? Let's look at the charts. Let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the news. Let's figure out what the hell is going on with Bitcoin and our sad little altcoins who seem to have just lost their mojo. I don't know what the hell's going on. We're going to figure it out. We're going to find it out. I just woke up. My coffee's not even hitting me yet, but there's something's going on in crypto land. We're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Let's do it. Start the music. All right. Okay. Woo! 7,000. What? How did it go up? 7,000. Looks like almost 7,333. Let's look at the smaller chart here. Woo! Yeah, $7,300. It didn't just hit 7,000 and go, oh my God, 7,000 and retreat. It freaking went to 73.47-ish, 73.50, something like that. At least on this chart. Wow. Okay. So last night before I went to bed, I saw it was close, but to see how, to get how like normal it is for Bitcoin to make new highs, I'm like, yeah, it'll probably break 7,000. I'm going to bed. It was late. I'd worked late. It's been a crazy day. But before I went to bed, I drew these two lines of support. But now I have to draw another one. It could. We also have now support roughly here. So these are the places that I'm expecting Bitcoin to retrace to. When it retraces, it will retrace, people. And that's not going to be a bad thing at all. That's just going to be buy more, because this is the historical phenomenon that people have been talking about for years. And it's happening right in front of our eyes. It's not that big a deal when you're in it, right? But looking back, you're going to go, holy crap. I remember, right? I remember when Bitcoin became a thing, right? So that's pretty cool. Let's look at the news real quick. Bitcoin rallies to another record high. That's old news, 5 hours ago. Bitcoin sets new record as price tops 7,000. That's 3 hours ago. 5 minutes ago, a minute of silence for the altcoins as Bitcoin highs slice value across markets. I want to take a quick peek at that because the altcoins are really, I did a quick advanced peek. The altcoins are kind of in the shitter right now. But that's okay. It's time to buy more, right? Ooh, shows a depressing picture. Yeah, shit. Quantum is like gone in this screenshot from number 10 spot. Whatever. Okay. What I'm curious about is why the Bitcoin Cash Fork is doing well and why BitConnect is doing well. Like, look at BitConnect. It's up to spot number 6. Not bad for, I think, one of the best designed Ponzi schemes ever. I deeply admire them. I'm not going to play with them, though. I think they're going to go down. That should be an interesting day. Make some room. Make some room, BitConnect. We'll see. And we now have an ETH Connect, which I highly warn against as well. But it's early. Just don't bring a bunch of people into it, okay? If you want to do whatever you want to do. My only contention with all the Ponzi's is bringing other people in, because you may make money, but they'll be screwed. Anyway, off topic. Okay, Ethereum lost over 6% in 24 hours, and I just bought some more. But it's okay. It's going to return. Bitcoin, meanwhile, is posting highs elsewhere. Wall Street News, blah, blah, blah. Max Kaiser. Broad consensus suggests the return of alt markets must wait until the hard fork. Bitcoin itself. And see, there's a lot of talk about it pulling back now, but most of us who've been with it have been expecting it to pull back, and that's what's been surprising us, right? Right. So there will be a pullback. That's pretty much consensus, if you want to talk about consensus. Most people who know Bitcoin are like, yeah, it'll pull back. So right now on the World Coin Index, the thing I don't get is why Bitcoin Cash is going up. That's what I don't understand, unless, well, anyway, there was one other thing. There was a good little piece by crypto investor that I didn't finish watching because I got stuck on this, and this is something I want you guys to be aware of. Okay, this is a guy, Leandro Lima, from Brazil, and basically he says Brazilians pay more than 50% of their income on taxation, and we have more than 90 different taxes. Bitcoin is the only way out. Brazilians do not buy Bitcoin because Bitcoin is better. We buy Bitcoin because our fiat money sucks, our bank system sucks, our economy sucks. And yes, most of the people are using Bitcoin as a store of value. I do not know what country you live, but if you live 1 year in Brazil, Venezuela, or any third world country, believe me, you would put all your money on Bitcoin. So I just want to reply to him. I gave him a thumbs up. And by the way, people, these thumbs up, particularly for us small guys, those thumbs up and your comments are so huge in helping us to actually connect with real people about these issues that you care about and I care about. So I do my best to respond to people, and I do their best to acknowledge when something is well said. Well said, my friend. I'm quoting you live right now on my Morning Cryptos show. I'd love to hear more. All the best. Thank you for your comment. Right, so that's, to me, if you look at Bitcoin and you get out of the United States, if you just kind of look at where else in the world can you buy a Satoshi? I'm not talking about one full Bitcoin. I'm talking about you can get one Satoshi. You can meet a guy in a cafe in South America through Bitcoin Local, and you could literally buy $10. You could buy $20 of Bitcoin and hold that. Why wouldn't people do that? Because there's no place else. There's no bank. There's no currency that they can escape to, right? And then as Bitcoin continues to rise and more people around the world, we're talking billions upon billions upon billions of people. Anybody who has a computer, anybody who has access to the internet, anybody who has a phone, a smartphone, right? So that to me is what's really going on. However, there will be a retracement, right? So I'm still buying $20 a day. And maybe it'll crash and I'll go, oh, why did I keep buying $20 a day? I'm experimenting because $20 a day, I'm willing to roll that because it's going to rock, right? There's nothing else to do. Where else are we going to put our money? And a lot of people, the financial elite don't get that. So there's a huge pent-up demand for value, for something that everybody has access to, that they can invest in, that they can grab a piece of. And that ultimately is Satoshi Nakamoto's revenge. I don't know. Maybe that'll be my headline. Satoshi's revenge. I don't know. So Yeah. All right. So let's look at Bitcoin Cash, which I don't get. If someone could fucking explain it to me, I've got to do some more research. But I don't understand why Bitcoin Cash is doing anything positive right now. It's just an altcoin. It's just an altcoin, and so we'll see. And now, buckle in. Here's Dash. Not looking too happy. We do have a whisker down here. We have a whisker here, which is not much of a recognizable support place. There's a support spot here, and there's a support spot kind of like right where it is right now. Right? But the altcoins going down, I think it's got to be temporary, and I also don't understand why EOS is doing so well. There's a lot I don't understand here, people. But Ethereum, I'm just going to buy some more. Because look at this. Look at this. We have serious support right here. And even though it went down, it didn't crash. Do you know what I mean? It is holding steady. And Vitalik Buterin made a talk yesterday at DevCon, and he talked all about, he has a 3 to 5 year plan to literally just crank Ethereum up to higher levels of scalability and speed and all these different kinds of things. And if anybody can do it, he can do it. But the difference with Ethereum is that it's actually quite centralized in that we have this guy, right? Vitalik Buterin, we have his whole team, and people know who they are, right? And that's good if you're evaluating whether Ethereum is a Ponzi scheme or not, but it's not so good in the world of decentralization. And the only one that really, and that's the beauty of Satoshi Nakamoto disappearing. That's the beauty of him with Bitcoin, is that it really is decentralized, and it really is the people's money. And yes, there's contentiousness and there's hard forks, but the hard forks will peel off and Bitcoin will keep going. And eventually, the scalability will catch up, and there will be consensus about how to fix it, or it will self-destruct, right? But it's not looking very self-destructive at the moment, because people don't care. Like, the big complaint is that it's slow, the block sizes, it's expensive, but the bottom line is if you just buy it and hold it, there's no problem. If you just buy it and hold it, there's no problem with it at all. And it keeps going up like nothing else in the history of the world. And this is why the Jamie Dimons have called it a tulip bubble, a tulip mania. But it is, and it is, there is irrational exuberance in the market. I mean, just look at this. Sorry, I have to go back. Irrational exuberance, right? The thing is, the only way I can interact with Bitcoin right now is to automate it, because I would not be buying any of these places, because I have seen it come back, right? And the higher it goes, the more vulnerable it is to a pullback. But look at this consolidation above 5,400. I mean, literally, this consolidation is really, that's a pretty strong one. And then it boosted up, right? And the bottoms higher, right? Except for this one little thing here. But it's a phenomenon of our times. And the sooner we just embrace it and get to know it and learn it, the better. So let's look at looked at IOTA real quick there, but not much to look at, people. Nothing to look at. Move along. It's just good day to buy you some altcoins, people. And Litecoin's back down to 52 after dipping as low as 49. Come on, Litecoin. And still, the bottoms are still higher. And yet it somehow manages to stay the same price for weeks. I love Litecoin. But you know what's going to happen. Once Bitcoin has a retracement, the altcoins are going to rock. This is the setup, people. Be patient with your setup. Okay, I'm a gardener. I grow stuff. I grow greens in my house all year. I grow a garden outside, and the thing is, when you grow stuff, you begin to understand exponential curves, right? Because you plant tomatoes in May. Neo is doing the same as all the others. You plant tomatoes in May, and nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens. And then the plants grow a little bit. You can't see them growing. It happens so slowly. But a week later, they look a little bigger. And then a week later, and then eventually they have little blossoms. And then eventually they have little tiny tomatoes. And then about August, all of a sudden you have more tomatoes than you can possibly stand to freaking eat. Right? And it seems like all of a sudden there's tomatoes. But no, there was a preparation. There was a buildup. So Omise Go also in the shitter with everybody else, but still hanging firm on its support. So that's the good news, people. I look at the altcoins and I see really good news here because they're not crashing. They're just not moving up. They're just kind of consolidating. And I didn't draw a very good line there. A little better. We'll support there. So, and this is all approximate, all right? So, Monero, boom, kind of the same. It's all the same, people. Civic, let's see what Civic's doing against Bitcoin, right? And again, remember, it looks a little better against Ethereum because Ethereum's just kind of sitting there. Let's look at Quantum. Oh boy, ouch, against Bitcoin. Not as bad against Ethereum. Fine. All right. So that's it. I did the numbers, people. And that's really all I got to say. I got to say is that this is temporary, but it's also good news for the markets. And the Wall Street boys with their big, big, big accounts, their big fund managers, they're looking at this and they're going, I want to get me some of that. I want to get me some of that. And when they come in, they're going to get some of this. And people, I started when it was 900 back in February. Since February, it has gone from 900 to 7,000. And if it could do that in basically 6 months, where will it be 6 months from now? A lot of people are calling for 10,000 by Christmas. That could happen. And a lot of people are calling for a retracement. We could have both. We could have a retracement and then it could go to 10, or it could go to 10 and we could have a retracement. But in the meantime, it went almost to 7,500 people. And just imagine billions of more people, not millions, but billions of people around the world suddenly going, what's this? And how do I do this? And let's do it. I got $1. That's all I got. Buy me a little bit of a Satoshi, right? So it could be really interesting. It's going to be bigger than anything we've ever seen. And that's why people, for years, the people that understand tech have been excited by this. That's why the early adopters have been coming in. And now I think I represent the creatives, There's a lot of musicians in this space. There's Crypto Rocker. There's me. There's a bunch of people in this space who, probably have a lot of musical talent that just, our industry got disrupted. It's like almost impossible today to break through the crowd as a musician, to actually get people, particularly for a 57-year-old musician. It's kind of hard to get people to give you a chance. But Bitcoin is giving everyone a chance. Do you understand? That's what this is all about. And I think the altcoins are coming back. Don't worry. The thing that I like about the altcoins, I already said it, they're holding steady, right? I mean, Ethereum is really holding steady, and it's right in this between 340 and 273-ish range. And that's good news. It's steady. And believe me, I think Ethereum is going to rock. I think it is going to at least start trading in the 400 range. But I think the Bitcoin thing has to happen first, but we'll see. All right. So people, I love you. I appreciate you. I live for your comments. And if you like this, please subscribe, hit that little bell thing so you get the notifications. And I'm working on a couple little special projects, and I need your opinion. I'll be uploading a couple of things after this video today. So if you could check back, I'd appreciate it, because I want some feedback, because I have a couple ideas. And I just want to run it by you guys, because I tried running it by some of my friends yesterday, and none of them have responded. So, or they went, "Oh, that's nice." I need real feedback on this, because I have an idea, and I'm trying to follow the thread of ideas here. That's what I'm doing, and exploring the human mind in relation to this phenomenon. And this is the craziest thing that anyone has ever seen in the world of money in the history of the world. So, a moment of silence for history being made. Take a nice deep breath and let it out. And carry on with your day, my friend. I believe in you. And I'll see you in the next one. Let's start the music. Cowabunga. Bitcoin just made a new high.